Okay, once again, Anton, great to see you.
Great to see you too.
So, you're leaving today, and so what I wanted to do is get your ideas, your impressions about the trip. Would you say that it was a life changer for you?
Yeah, I think so.
In what ways?
Maybe because I felt free comparing to the other students that uh, they're in groups and
You were by yourself?
yeah, it wasn't like just because I'm by myself. It was just because I could do whatever I like. I mean, I had different kinds of options and I love that.
So let's talk about independence a little
Uh-huh.
bit. You were here all by yourself for two months. And is that really the first time you went out like that?
Yeah,
Did you feel like you learned a lot, progressed?
of course I progressed. I heard the English speech and now it's quite easier to me to understand and to speak. So that's why I can say that I learned lots of things.
But I mean more like as a human being, do you feel that you've accelerated?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Is that something that you think you can take back to your country and apply it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, talk to me about camps. You mentioned a little bit about the different camps you were going to go to.
Mhm.
Were they all you expected them to be?
You know, I had two camps. First one was international, and the second one was just American camp. So the feelings were different because in camp I didn't feel like tourist. In second camp it was okay too, but it was a little bit different. I don't know how to explain it. The feeling was different, but I like it too. It was much more interesting to be with Americans.
So, do you think that it helped you that you were first with an international group and then with an American group so you could compare?
Yes.
So, if someone else were to go
Mhm.
like that on a trip here, would you recommend that they do a mix of both?
It depends on English. I mean, my English it was not so good, so if English is not so good, first step, I don't know, is international camp. It's much more easier, and you won't be shy with the other guys. So,
Because they're going through the same thing?
uh-huh, actually, yes.
So, what kind of countries were represented in that camp? Do you remember?
Oh, France, Italy, China, Japan, Korea. Who else? Russia, America, like United States, England, Venezuela.
Oh wow, so they had quite an international group.
I remember that they had 15 different countries, but I can't.
Can't recall them all.
Yeah.
Can you talk about a little bit about the classes that you had, the activities that you did there?
Yep. I had different kinds of activities, and all of them were really good. So I can use the skills that I learned here uh, in school and just in life. So I had sports camp. It was kind of sport camp because I had two sport classes and two the other classes. And last period I had three sport classes. So
Which sports did you play?
I played basketball, soccer, and it was advanced recess. We played different kinds of sports like hockey,
Oh wow.
yeah, and frisbee. So it was useful.
So you enjoyed yourself there.
Yeah.
And what did you do for the academic classes?
It was there was a class about essays. I learned how to write essay because I needed for my exam next year. And also I had algebra and geometry.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I don't know. It wasn't my choice, but I don't care. It was really funny because it's not like in Russian schools. It wasn't like you have to do that and that and that. It was like with games, and all the guys that were with me, they were quite older, so it was really interesting too.
Was it competitive?
Yes.
So you had tournaments or whatever
Yeah, yeah.
competitions
Uh-huh.
going on?
Different kinds of games that kind of competitions. So yeah, I had it.
Would you say that their style of teaching is different from what
Yeah,
you're used
it's
to?
really different. all the teachers are really nice. If you don't know something, they will explain it to you. They will like give you their time, and I love it.
So talk about the second camp.
Hmm. Second camp was IT camp.
Mm-hmm.
So I had two different classes. I had programming for iOS. That was really good and useful.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Second class was programming by Unreal Engine on Unreal Engine.
Okay.
So Unreal Engine was much more complicated and harder. So I liked it.
Okay. So the first one was basically programming games for Apple
iPhone,
devices.
yeah, and other stuff.
Okay. And you came up with your own game.
Yep. First couple of days we like learned how to do the like different kinds of scenes, but then we started with our projects.
Mm-hmm.
First was like an ideas, and you working with your idea, you asking your teacher. It was really nice, and I get my own game on my flash device. I mean USB drive.
Yeah.
So they gave me an 8 GB USB drive with my own game that was maybe 5 megabytes. So, you know.
So they were pretty generous, is
Yeah,
what you're
they're
saying.
generous. I got lots of stuff.
From there.
Like
For free?
mousepad, yeah. It wasn't for free. Like we paid for it, and like T-shirt, but it was good. I
Mhm.
loved it.
You're excited about that because you want to make your own games? Is that?
Maybe not a games. It's like, you know, sometimes it's like a 3D modeling. It's really interesting. You can create different kinds of models, and then you can upload it in the internet, and the other guys can use it. Like I used different kinds of models because I like them.
So basically you can take it beyond games
Uh-huh.
if you wanted to. Okay, that's
You can
really
create your
interesting.
own game or just multiplayer map. I'm gonna work with multiplayer maps because it's much more. I don't know. I just like it.
After you were finished with all that, you had a trip to California.
Yeah,
Talk to me about that.
that was really good. I was in LA and Hollywood, Long Beach, everything that's near LA.
Mm-hmm.
So I liked it. I was in Hollywood. I saw different TV stars and just superstars houses, and I was in Walk of something frame.
The Alley of Stars or whatever,
Yeah.
is that what you're referring to?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
I liked it.
I got you.
Also, I was on the beaches and I saw surfers, and it was really good. I liked it. I was in Six Flags. Six Flags is roller coaster park. It was so funny. I had so much fun in it. Also, I was in Universal Studios. It was really good too. It was really interesting, and now I know how these guys create the movies.
Is that a good way to end the trip, you think?
Yeah, I think so. I had different kinds of options, but we decided to go with trip to California, and it was right choice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't regret it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So all this time you had someone with you, basically
Yep.
taking care of you, making sure that everything is interesting, etc., etc. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about having someone that you can trust next to you?
Oh, that was really good. I liked it. If I had some troubles, I can just call, and I won't have these troubles. So, I liked it.
So basically, as a company, you feel that we took pretty good care of you?
Yeah.
Okay. And about the last part of the trip, California?
It was, yeah, it was like 100% care. It's really unique. I didn't see something like that with the other companies, so it's really good. It's like quite unusual, but I liked it. You gave me different kinds of options, and I could choose something that I like,
Mhm.
and I loved it. Like some companies using just one option, and you can choose, and that's the idea. If you can choose, it's much more better for you.
Mhm.
So you can do that thing that you will really like.
So, in going back
Mhm.
to your country, going back to your home, how would you summarize your experience here? Not just with us as a company, but your whole experience in the United States. What would you say in one sentence? How was it?
Great. I can say it in one word. It was great. I loved everything. I didn't have troubles and the other stuff. that can feel like
They
I
can
didn't feel
spoil
bad.
it.
Yeah, that was really good.